Well, howdy, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Trouble Over Yonder. My name is Jack, and I'm your keeper of arcane lore, this time zone that you're watching this game in. And with me are my lovely players, of which, without which this game would be nothing. So let's start in a different direction, because fuck it. Karen, who are you and who you playing? Oh, I fucked with ya. Oh, you don't know where I'm coming from.
I wasn't prepared. My name's Karen.
That's true. Yep.
I'm playing Sadie. Sadie, who is a little bit of a egghead that has some issues with authority.
Okay, Dan, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I'm Dan O'Brien. I play Father Francis Marcoli. And we're about to go have a little chat with Caravan.
Yes, you are. Ro, who are you and who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Roro. I'm a Perth-based educator and theatre maker, and I'm playing Al Stevens today. And we're ready to go and get some gun slinging going on. Because I like saying slinging guns, and I like doing slinging guns.
You do, yes. I'm seeing.
I was going to say something different this time, and then I was like, no, I can't. It's the thing now.
Yeah.
The word gunslinger just feels so good.
Marta, who are you and who are you playing today?
I am Marta. I am a 3D artist and animator, and in this game I play Phoenix, who may or may not ingest a little vial of LSD later on.
Woohoo! Exciting. Yes, you've got a little tincture, that's right.
Hit up your local priest.
Your local priest dealer. Yeah. Okay, so, and of course, this game would be absolutely nothing without our lovely sponsor. If you like heavy metal designs and tabletop RPG stuff, you should head over to recklesscreatures.com, who are the proud sponsors of this show. As you can see by my players flaunting their chests at you, and I as well. Yes. You can see that we are all wearing these various designs, and you can see them and many more. And here you can see us modeling them. Ooh, that's it. I'm not going. And you can head over to recklesscreatures.com, and at the cart you can use the cheeky code YONDER. That's YONDER for a 15% discount, which gives a kickback to us, which means I can help pay for this show and for my lovely players who deserve compensation for their time and effort. Thank you for supporting the channel, and let's get started. When last we met, Ro, you're up. What happened?
Francis was telling us about what Hieronymus told him.
Yes,
Hieronymus
the hobo.
When he was Hieronymus the hobo, because we love a bit of alliteration around here. So when he was telling us about the potential link to the mine and the vengeful spirits of the mine, everyone felt a bit of pain. Particularly Aloe, who has a little bit of a psychic connection. And she also saw some images of clawed hands dragging her down into the depths. So we got to the sheriff's office with a mild case of tongue tie after that experience. But when we pulled ourselves together, we explained to the sheriff what we had found so far. And he was fairly skeptical about our stories of werewolf goats that the locals had been telling us about. And our theory that those werewolf goats had come up through the hole, which initially was just presented to him as hole with no explanation.
Just said we found the hole.
All we need.
Hole. No, we found just hole.
That's true.
Go right to the heart of things.
He was quite skeptical about that.
Yeah.
But he agreed to check out the mine, which we suggested maybe he should not on his own, but we don't think he listened. But the Sheriff Reed, was very forceful that we need to do something for the people because the town is a powder keg, and if we don't go after the caravan, the mob certainly will. So we decided to go after the caravan. We went into town, we got some supplies, and we put on a show about how we're going to go after the caravan
That's right.
for the
Yeah.
locals,
Yeah.
who were very pleased and shot their guns in the air for us, and then we headed out of town.
Amazing. Great recap. Well done. Okay, so let's get started. So, it is an interesting point now that you are back out in the wilderness in the mid-afternoon. You might remember a while back that that Phoenix, Marta, you were pointing out that for that August is quite light, snowy weather, which is true, but not now. And in fact, it has gotten progressively colder since that first incident with the black goop flower, as it is colloquially known in the history annals. The situation where you guys first met and, ironically, explored a mine and found bodies being reanimated by some oily tar-like substance. And this occurs to you.
Mines.
Yeah, it's always mines. Just don't drill. The earth is like you got stuff, guys. You don't need to drill into the
We
earth.
drill too deep and too greedily.
Good. You know what waits in the fires of Khazad-dûm. Shadow and flame.
Amen.
So you noticed that has been occurring probably quietly to yourself. I imagine Phoenix probably observes a little bit more, so I'm kind of chucking that to you. And so you think to yourself, it shouldn't be this bloody cold as you are progressing forward. Now, with the previously noted track roll that you already made, Sadie, I actually have a question. You are down one horse at the moment. Your horse, Father Francis, is still being looked after. So would the rest of you be on horseback with someone with Francis on the back, or are you all just walking?
The father can ride with me because I also have a Clydesdale, so I have a
Understood.
big horse like him.
I was really looking forward to having her back.
Yeah, I know. It's been less than 24 hours, buddy. In fact, it is worth noting, just for the timeline of events, this attack that you guys have been investigating, this happened within a couple of hours of the attack with the Bill O'Reilly gang, to be clear, which is why the sheriff, showed up when he did, looking the way he did, doing what he did. He was after that. Right? And he found this and he thought this was the situation. I beg your pardon?
This is fresh, like very fresh then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So hence why all of this stuff happened in the way it did, and why the sheriff is quite concerned, because this stocking up of ammunition and all that stuff, it hasn't even been a full day yet. And they're like, yeah, we're ready to fucking deal with these people. So the aforementioned, because you got an extreme success last time we got together, Karen, means I'm going to give you a bonus die for tracking this time. But before you do that, guess what time it is, friends? It's luck refresh time, because you might actually get killed now. So when luck refresh later.
I got a 75.
Over.
60.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I got another 3, which would normally be great, but in this case, not great.
No.
I can do one better than that. I literally just rolled a 1.
Oh my god! That would normally be amazing.
when I
Oh,
don't
unfair.
need it.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and Dan, how'd you go?
Fortunately, my penchant for rolling really high numbers held out.
If you've gone over, it's 2d10 plus 10. I seem to remember someone in this group has lucky, which means it's an extra d10 for whoever that is.
That's me.
So that's 3d10 plus 10, Dan.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, if you went under, it's 1d10 plus 5. And then add it together and pop it in. And then when you've got the total number, tell me what you've got, what you had before and what you have now.
I had 60 luck and now I have 82.
52, and now I have 63.
63, good.
I had 88, but what is the maximum luck that any one person can have?
99.
Okay, well then I'm on 95 now. I feel like I need to start spending it.
I'm not sure if I did it right. I was on 15,
Okay, so
and then I rolled my 3 dice.
Yeah. So what's the 3 dice in total? Several math equations later. So 17,
So 17.
plus 10 is 27. So now it's 15 plus 27, and that's your total.
Okay.
Okay? Which I definitely know the answer to, but because you guys are such
42.
idiots, I'm going to
42.
shut up. Shut up. It's 42. There you go.
A really good number.
Sorry, guys. I was actually in special ed math, so this is my Achilles heel. Along with tech.
So you guys are traveling, and you have a bonus die to your track roll, please, Sadie.
Oh, I'm so glad I have a bonus die because that was a 99 on my first roll. Oh, thank God. Oh, and now it's real good. Where's my character sheet? It's in front of me. All right, I got a hard success.
Hard success? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you start following the wagon wheels and the goat tracks. With a hard success, after you can see that a chase sort of seemed to happen, as far as you can tell. Again, it's very vague, lots of snow. But clearly there was a chase and a... standoff is the wrong word. I think a moving standoff as these wagons are trying to get away. These hoof prints are clearly chasing this wagon with a hard success. Okay.
Sick. I'll tell the team.
You can also see that there is, as you're kind of passing over, there seems to be multiple entrances inside Mount Heck to this mine. And as you come around, following the tracks, I think at this point I'm going to get everyone to make navigation rolls, please, just so you don't get lost.
I rolled 99 again. Who am
Okay.
I?
Oh, no.
So I'm going to say
Yeah, I
that
failed as
nausea is affecting you still, Sadie.
I rolled a 21 and my navigator is 20, so I'm going to spend... Do you know what? I'm going to spend 11 luck just to get that to a hard success.
Hard success is what I needed, I was going to say, so that worked out fine.
I failed.
Okay.
Do I even need to say?
Yes, you do. And I like to hear it.
I failed.
So you do. You follow the tracks. The tracks eventually sort of narrow out. Interestingly, with that hard success, Marta, right around as you're sort of adjacent to that entrance there, like as you're like within as close as you can be without actually heading up the mountain towards that entrance, the hoof prints will out. Now, as the sun is setting, you begin to hear noises, and they are very specific. I'm going to say, Father Francis, you at some point have probably visited penal colonies and asylums to do last rites or provide comfort as needed. And so this is a familiar sound, yet warped. You hear the sound of laughter, but with the occasional snuffling sound echoing across the mountain gap. This sort of
Ooh.
And then, as you crest a hill, you see a wagon camp. You see a small fire. You see several people. And they absolutely do not see you. They were going to, but then I rolled a 0, 0, 0, 0. So they rolled as poorly as they could get. So yes, you are not noticed at this time, and you can see this wagon accompaniment.
We'll see about that. Everyone scream.
Did you say they rolled a 0, 0, 0, 0?
Yeah. So no, as in
Isn't that the best rolling?
No, that's 100.
fumble.
The worst.
That's a critical
Oh, okay.
fumble. It's a 100. Yeah, it's the highest you can roll.
Everyone suddenly went blind.
Sadie is gonna see this, and she's gonna try and quietly get off of Annabelle,
Okay.
and kind of hopefully find like a high point she can look down on stuff from,
Yep.
and sneak around to there if she can.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Just kind of like give you all the look of like, all right, time to go, and then I slink off very knowingly.
Oh.
I've gone. I got
Yeah.
a 6, which is a extreme success.
You see a ginger woman that looks like she's in her 20s, a sour-looking man with a mustache situation who is talking to this crowd of maybe 15 people, 4 of which are kids. And there is this other fellow, that notable fellow who like looks older, big kind of president, sideburns, and is like chewing on a hunk of meat, and is not being particularly mannerly about it. However, everyone except for this older, fatter bloke is on edge. Even the children are like holding like hunting knives, clearly very on edge, like keeping an eye out for something. And the mustached man and the ginger woman are clearly having an argument.
Are we close enough we can hear any of the words, or can I?
You are
Can I
not.
roll for
If you would like to make a stealth check to try and catch up, in retrospect, you can do that. But I only saw Sadie roll.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't want to be close. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
this is details that you only notice when you get closer. So that's Sadie right now.
I'm just gonna do my normal like overseeing bullshit. So I pretty much just want to hunker up into a high position so that I can watch everyone and everything, so that if I need to be there for a shot, I'm a secret shot that they don't know about.
I neglected to give you one important piece of detail as well that you can see that no one else can. One of the 3 wagons, there's 3 wagons. One is like a standard bearer. The other is a standard bearer. Both of the smaller ones are in various states of disrepair. One of them looks fucked, and they are currently working on it. That seems to be probably what the argument is about. There is a bigger one, however, that has a sort of tarpaulin over it, and this thing is quite large for a wagon. I'm talking like 2 jeeps kind of smushed together. It's large. It's big.
Jesus.
Or like a carnival is probably a good way to put it. You know, like those carnival wagons where they're really big. It's like that. So you cannot communicate this information without giving away your position. So what are the rest of you doing?
So what do y'all reckon? Shall we? I mean, who wants to do some nice talking? Or are we going at this as a different angle.
Well, I imagine Sadie's got our backs in case things go south, so
We should
we
at least
could play
try
it
to
a bit
talk.
more calm. Yeah.
It's just not my strong point, so...
Ma-
Al is
I
gonna
see.
take like the back of the group and let Phoenix and Francis kind of be in front, and she's just at the back with a like, "I will fuck you" expression on her face.
You're the muscle.
Yes, the classic
muscle.
threat, I will fuck you.
I mean, "I will fuck you up" is probably a
That's
better.
probably, I assumed. But I will ride you until you see stars.
until you can't ride no more.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So I'm gonna pull a shadow like my horse. I'm gonna like pull her back a bit. So I take the back, the point.
Okay, fine.
Father, you want to take this one?
all right. Well, they look mighty jumpy, so I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
I walk into the clearing, hands up nice and high.
Okay, so you are dismounting, leaving the horses where they are? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so to get down there is probably, let's just stick with feet, because why not? Probably about 100 feet down to get to where you need to get, to be then visible, and then probably another 50 feet to cross the threshold. To like cross the, so 100 feet down and then 50 feet to get to them. So you've got plenty of time to kind of be obvious. Do you announce yourselves or are you just walking?
I think an announcement would probably be wise, seeing as they're pretty jittery.
Okay, what do you say?
Can they hear me from where I am?
You imagine they probably could, given the nature of where you're standing, echoes would happen. Yeah.
Hello? We mean no harm. We're just here to ask you if you would be able to help us.
Okay, so I noticed that Phoenix has her hands up. Are the rest of you doing the same?
I don't imagine Al would.
I'm gonna be leading my horse rather than leaving them back there. When Francis jumped off, I took the cue and jumped off, but I've still got my horse beside me. So I see Phoenix put their hands up, and I'm like, I've got one hand on the lead, and I like make sure that my other hand is very much not near my guns, but I don't go enough to like actually put my hand up. But they're high.
I
they're
imagine
okay.
that your belt is where your hands would lay. So the only way to really be obvious with that, with the horse next to you, is to probably do this. So one hand there, one hand here.
Yeah, my gun's on my back, so it's probably actually easier to get a gun from there. So my hand is like low rather than high because it would be more of a...
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Father Francis, so you hands up or down?
Very much up.
Okay. No roll required then. The majority of you are kind of being obvious. The other one, like I think, based on the fact that not all of you technically have your hands up, they're not going to aim at you, but they're definitely going to aim down at the floor. You hear the voice from the mustached angry man. He says, like, who the fuck are you? And the ginger woman says, Creel, don't be a fucking idiot. I'm in charge. And Creel goes, fuck it. And the girl says, fuck off. Yes, come on down. And she says something quietly that you guys can't hear from this distance, but everyone's like kind of watching like it's a game of tennis. The ginger woman is not grabbing a weapon or anything like that, but she very much has her hand on her holster, you know, just kind of like that. And she's waiting to see what you guys do. She says, nice badges.
I thought perhaps you might be more interested in my collar. Unless I'm very much mistaken.
Okay, so you've since put your vestments back on?
Yeah, I had them on for that whole bit before.
Well,
With
the trick is, I think you might have been like subtle about it, Dan, but you specifically said, I don't want to be recognized as a priest before a couple of sessions ago. So
Oh
you
shoot, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
But we can say in
Damn, that would
between,
have been really handy right now.
we can say in between that you did that. That's fine. That makes sense to me. Or you can just like kind of
Yep.
have you could just kind of suddenly go and get your crucifix out. Just go and explain verbally.
On the
to
back
That's
of the
better.
horse, the father changed.
Yeah.
He's so used to changing on the
Yeah,
back of
yeah,
the horse.
it's great. There was a point where I was just fully shirtless on horseback.
Yeah.
Life goal achieved.
I think we'll keep with this, but
Um,
yeah, we'll just say you show the crucifix and she gets the idea.
Crucifix is tidier, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Don't stress. She looks and she says, "Right, so they're getting desperate in town. Then I thought you people were sworn against violence."
I am not aware that I have done any. As I said, I'm merely here to see if you can help us.
And how would that be?
We're trying to get to the bottom of some missing people. And from what we've been able to ascertain, some of yours have also been victims.
Now, Dan, you said missing people. Is that Dan having a brain fart, or is he using a word that is different from dead?
I was trying to be delicate. Softer word than dead was my intention.
Understood. So she seems confused at the wording, but she just kind of she sort of gets it, and she goes, "We're working on it. If it was one of us, then they will be dealt with accordingly."
Very well.
We have our own traditions around
I'll
here.
just-
We
I just
genuinely apologize, and you hear the mustache man go like he's fucked off with this statement. She repeats, we genuinely apologize for any miscommunication or misunderstanding, but I won't be giving anybody up today. Certainly not without any actual evidence. Not to you, and not to Sheriff Reed, who didn't trust us from the moment we went in there in the first place.
I'm very glad you said evidence, because that is chiefly why we are here. More than anything, we would like to compare with you. I believe our combined resources may help us find the true culprit here.
Can I get a listen check from everybody except Sadie, please?
This is how I deal with not having a character that talks. I just take myself away from any conversation.
Nope, did not get that.
Okay.
Neither.
I'm going to
You've
spend
got a
13
ton of luck,
to-
Marta.
I failed by a bit too much to spend the
With 90 luck, fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I
then.
Let her hold
based
her
on
luck.
spend.
Yeah, so you spend luck to succeed. Okay, Al, you pick up on this before anyone else does. You instinctually go for your weapon when you hear that laughter repeating, and it echoes, and you can hear and you hear hoof beats.
From behind?
Yeah, coming from coming from behind. That's a good question. I am gonna say, since you passed, no. You hear it echo, you get a chance to take your turn, but no, it seems to be coming from, it echoes around, and then you see that these things burrowing up from underneath the ground. These fleshy, dog-faced, hooved creatures with long black claws. I need everyone, including Sadie, to make a sanity check as you... Congratulations, guys. You're looking at your first ghoul.
You mean it's not a goat werewolf?
We already got the trademark for goat werewolf, Jack.
Look, I will call them goat werewolves for the rest of this session if it makes you happy.
I passed.
Okay. So if you pass, you... Give me a second, please.
What's a hard success again?
I was going to say, does that happen with sanity?
No.
You just passed, don't you?
You just pass or fail.
No.
So if you pass,
Alright.
0 sanity, did anyone fail?
Yep.
Okay. So...
Also me.
Okay.
Great.
So, Phoenix, you lose 5 points of sanity, which means you go into a bout of madness. And for Karen, you lose 1 point of sanity.
I never go bout of madness. Why does this game hate me?
Sadie's entire life is a bout of madness.
So, Phoenix, for the next 4 rounds, you are going to be shooting with a penalty die, as you cannot believe what you are looking at.
Okay.
But then again, maybe as you see boom, 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 umpteenth of these goat werewolves show up out of the ground, you do have a little Samson in your pocket. So we'll deal with that in a second, but can I get everyone to make a dexterity check, please?
Success.
Okay, so we're going to start with the extreme successes if possible. Just give me a second, because I need to roll for my dudes. Okay, just a moment. Alright, so yep. Okay, alright, so extreme successes, please. Okay, so for the first round, Karen, you are surprised. So, like, you were looking for threats from these guys. You didn't expect these guys to burrow up from under the ground. Okay, so the first round, because you didn't get a chance to listen because of what was going on, the first round you literally spent going, shit, and you're aiming at something else, just to be clear. You got an extreme success. Al, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Sadie, what is your dex? And Al, what is your dex, please?
My dex is
70.
60.
Okay, so Al first. Okay, and then Sadie. And then, for the purposes of this, yep, they passed a listen check, which is good. Let's go with hard successes. Anybody? No? Okay, regular successes.
Yep.
Okay, what's your dex, please, Dan?
My dex is 70,
70.
and I rolled 51.
Okay, and what is your dex, please, Marta?
It's 60, and I rolled 38.
All right, great. So it would be Francis, and then it would be Phoenix, and then it would be the caravan, and then it is the goat werewolves. So, give me one moment. It has begun, which means got ourselves a little bit of a combat map we're going to look at. Scootily boop. Okay, so I'm going to say that under the circumstances here, you guys were, apart from Sadie, who is like here-ish, give or take. Okay. So I think Father Francis was kind of in the front by the way the talking was happening. And then we're going to There we go. So. All right, cool. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them that have appeared. Okay, so Al, you are up first. What would you like to do? 3 of them are within good old shotgun range. If you would like to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How close are they in terms of range? So I know how many dice to use.
Oh, they're right up there, baby. But if you want to
10.
make multiple shots, could you tell me? Do you have the shotgun stat? Do you know how many shots you can make in a round?
1 or 2.
2. Okay, so I would recommend maybe 2 because there's a ton of them, but that's your call. So it would be a penalty die for both, I believe. No, regular roll and then penalty die for the next one. Yeah. So you going for that?
Sure.
All right. So first shot.
So first I need to do we haven't done combat for ages.
That's true.
First I need to do the normal shot to see if it's success.
That's
success,
correct.
right?
That's
and then I do the
absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So the first one I don't have a penalty. Okay. So first shot, and that's the closest one to me. Oh Jesus. Oh no, that's okay. 84. So I'm gonna. What's my luck at? I am gonna spend 9 luck to make it a success.
9 luck to make it a success. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
And then do you want me to do damage before I do?
Yes. So you can absolutely do that. Roll your damage. Yep.
And I'm within 10 feet of this person.
Yes.
Or thing.
Yes.
10 feet? 20 feet. 10 feet. Awesome. Amazing. Shotgun in the face.
When I say shotgun.
I love when I get to roll lots of dice.
Yep.
It's very fun. Ah, not very well though. So my first damage is 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. Give me a second,
from 4
please. Okay. Yeah, that one is still up.
Yeah, not surprising because that was shit. And then the next one, I've got the penalty die on.
Yeah.
Is the penalty die? It's not because of loading, is it?
No, it's because you get one good shot with a regular shot, and then if you're doing multiple shots, it's just harder to aim, just based on the nature of.
Okay. No worries. Because I have fast load, so I don't get a penalty die if I have to load and fire.
How does fast load work? Do you know?
You ignore the penalty die for loading and firing in the same round, which is why I was double checking.
That's a good question. Yeah. So that's a good point. So what we're going to say in this case is that you just then make 2 shots, and then it's just and you're back to like the start. So we'll just consider it like if you're making 2 shots in this case, you have the penalty dice for this, but then you're reloaded in the same turn. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about. Yeah, cool. Ooh. And that is another success. I rolled a 13 and a 23. All right. And this one is within 10 feet as well?
Yes.
They're both
it's the same
close
one.
to me,
I assume you're shooting the same one.
Oh, same one? Okay, same one twice. Yep, cool. That's fine. So this time I've got 14 damage.
Yeah. For context, Ro, you see these 3 on our bear radio? These are the ones you're shooting. So they're all within 10 feet. All right, okay. So you do that. That is fine. Done. And then it is Sadie's turn. Sadie, you fucking go, run! And the sanity fucking loss probably doesn't help either. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? I knew it.
I fucking called that they come from the ground, you idiots!
We can settle who was correct later. Alright, so I'm going to shoot at the closest one.
Okay. Now, because it's a rifle, I'm going to say I think there's certain rules with certain weapons with bonus die and penalty die. I'm actually going to say it's a penalty die for a rifle to shoot point blank. So I'm just gonna make
That's
that
fair.
rule at the moment. So just roll with the penalty die, please.
Okay. I made a roll. I got a success.
Okay, so roll your damage, presumably against this one.
14.
Fuck me. Okay, yeah, dead as fuck.
Okay, well, Phoenix cannot quite believe their eyes at what they're seeing. They're thinking, goat, werewolves? I mean, that seemed fantastical in the beginning anyway, but... And I think their reaction is probably going to be one of not even screaming, nothing, just kind of like fish opening their mouths, just like no noise coming out. And then they're going to grab the father as he's stumbling around and just say, "Give me the vial."
Okay. All right, yeah, you could just fish it from his pocket. Yeah, you do that. So you grab it. It's there.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. You drink it?
Yep.
Okay, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
2.
2. Okay, so for the next 2 rounds, you have a bonus die on all shots, and that includes for multiple shots. So all of them are with the bonus die. There's no regular, there's no penalty die, it's just pop. Because
Amazing.
now to you... and you aim your shot.
Phoenix is gonna just kind of chuckle to themselves a little bit. They're gonna find this a bit funny.
Now, you are point blank with both of these dudes, and you know what that means? That's another bonus die. So these dudes here, you can literally shove it in their head and just pull the trigger. So that's 2 bonus die for that.
Well, I also have a multi-gun.
You want to be
Phantom?
Yes, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna honestly, I would say normally that would probably bring it down again, but like under the circumstances, because time slowed down, fuck it. 2 bonus die for the ones directly next to you. It's fine. Let's go. Pulp
Sweet.
Cthulhu,
Well,
baby.
with the 2 bonus die, I rolled a 5.
Uh-huh.
So
okay.
that definitely hits.
So that's extreme
Damage-wise-
success. So it's max damage plus roll damage for the first one.
So I rolled a 5.
So you did 11. So you blow this one's head clean off.
Cool.
Okay, and then the second one, second shot.
That is a 15. So
15.
Also a
Is that
very good
another
roll.
extreme? Or is that a hard success?
It's a hard success, actually.
Okay, great. So that's just standard damage then.
Okay. And that is a 6.
6 damage. Okay, great. So you do 6 points of damage, and I'm gonna say based on the situation here, as you like unload it basically into its head, even though it didn't die, it's going to be attacking with a penalty die for sure. Okay. And so the caravan responded in kind, firing their rifles right back at the goat werewolves. Okay, so 4 shots hit, so that's gonna mean that, as far as I'm concerned, because they were ready for this, that 4 of them get taken out. They don't seem bothered by this at all, almost like they were expecting it. And that means there is 2 remaining, which means the ghouls, I think actually Creel is going to get in front, and he is attacking them with a saber. And I'm talking like
That
an old
badass.
pirate cutlass, right?
Yes.
And he gets in front so that they attack him and not the children. Okay, so that first one is a miss from this ghoul, and then that hits. So the ghoul then does, let's see here, d6 plus damage bonus. Okay, 4 plus damage bonus, which is a d4. 7 points of damage. Okay, so he bites down on Creel's neck, and Creel screams as he and responds by jamming the blunt end into the chest of this hellish thing. Okay, so that is the ghoul's done. It is now Al's turn once again.
Cool. So I'm gonna fire at the ghoul that's closer
Okay,
to me.
you're gonna have
So the one
to.
that's on the...
Yeah, you're gonna.
So I'll move.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I'll
move over.
to-
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a roll.
That one misses.
Uh-huh.
What's the deal with extreme failures on
Did you get an
guns.
extreme
Is
failure?
that a misfire? Well, I'm just considering whether I should spend some luck. I think so. I got a 98 and my thing is 75. So
Right. Yeah, so that would be a
I have to do
fumble.
maths for extreme failures.
Now,
Yeah, okay. So
I
if
am going to say under the circumstances here, for now, my ruling is going to be I think a misfire is a misfire. Like if that's what happens, then you're going to have to spend time fixing your weapon. So in this case, what happens is a weapon jam, right? So as you get it out, you just something has gone wrong, and you have to stop on your next turn and take it out. So that is what happens. Okay, Sadie, it is your turn.
I am laying down prone where I
Okay.
am,
That makes sense.
overlooking
So it's
everyone.
a bonus action die roll.
That's fine. Yeah. And I'm gonna try and shoot both of them.
Okay, so the first one is just with a bonus die. Let's see how you go with that one.
I got a hard success.
Okay, roll your damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. You are close to taking this one out, but not completely.
All right. I'll still shoot the other one. Because I just want to get them weak.
Okay.
And this is with a penalty dice. Yes?
No, so it'd be a straight roll
All right. Well, that's an extreme success.
with a straight roll. Okay, then. So it's max damage plus
straight
roll
roll.
damage. Impaling strike, baby.
23 damage.
A fountain of blood.
Excellent.
To quote the band Death Clock, Blood Ocean.
Blood. An ocean of blood. I wonder how many blood drops of blood there are in this blood ocean. I wonder how much is in a drop.
Now it is Francis's turn. Only one remaining, buddy.
Right, and that's the one that's currently got its teeth in Creel?
Yes, correct.
Right, so I probably can't shoot it because I might hit him, right?
What kind of weapon are you using? A rifle?
Yeah.
No, I actually think under the circumstances, I didn't fight to grapple or anything like that, so it's still a straight roll.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Yeah, go for it.
I do not hit.
You missed? Okay. You've got luck if you want to spend it.
I missed. I don't have enough. I got a 91.
Okay, good. Phoenix, your turn then. Non-rush time.
All right.
Baby.
Yeah. Go for 11. Right on the extreme.
Oh, that's an extreme for you?
Nice.
Great. Go for it then. Okay, so it's max damage plus a d6.
So that is 4 plus 10 damage.
You watch as he retracts his mouth open, and you are just like, this is awesome. And you just you're like, oh man, fuck yeah. And you just you kind of lean into it a little bit. You're like, I wonder how long I can wait for.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'll do it. Yeah, let's go.
And as you,
We're all just standing there and it's been 5 minutes and we're like,
yeah, and you're just no, it's been, it's like 3
Should
seconds.
we tell her?
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, you just watch her go, whoop, 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 and then she's there all of a sudden next to the ghoul, almost with this manic-like smile on her face, as everyone is safe and all the ghouls, the goat werewolves, are taken care of. Seisha then looks at you guys and says, all right, let's talk. And that's where we're going to finish for today.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
say goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Oh, for fuck's sake.